Hey, hello investors and future investors. Welcome to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing live options trades. I'll be going ahead and show you my entry points, my exit points, and I'm going to give you a complete walkthrough of these option strategies. And maybe, just maybe, if you appreciate them, then maybe you're going to want to try it out in your own portfolio. Now, if you are new to options trading or you're trying to use options in order to make some additional income to supplement your already 9 to 5, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, we're going to be executing at least one live trade. As usual, I will give you a step-by-step walkthrough of each of these option strategies in order for you to be able to follow along with us, and maybe you could use it to practice with your own portfolio. Now, you guys know how we do it. We like to go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, when we say we're going to be getting down and dirty with options, it just means that there's only 3 ways that's been proven for you to learn options trading. Those 3 ways are going to be practice, practice, practice. Now, our stock of choice for today is going to be Nubank, and that ticker is NU. Now, we're going to be doing 2 stocks today, and we're going to be executing one of these live trades. Now, Nubank is a digital bank and it has been registered in the Cayman Islands. However, the majority of its businesses is focused between Colombia, Mexico, and Brazil. Last week, Nubank just recently applied to start offering banking services in the US. So that currently is pending. What we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and jump into the advanced feature in order for us to see what this chart shows us for Nubank. Let's go ahead and go over to the 1-year chart. Now, as you can see here, the current share price of $15.29 is way above the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average sits around $12.54, so around $13-ish. And you could see to the top here, the share price is way above it. Now, once we go down to the RSI here, you're going to see the RSI is also above my perfect point, which is always the 50 RSI. Right now, the RSI is around 55-ish. Now, this is actually not too bad. The share price is not too far away from the 200-day moving average, but I like to get a lot of value for my money. Now, let's go ahead and see what can be done with this stock. So for that, let's go back to Nubank. And then we're going to go ahead and go into the options. So let's go to trade NU options down to the bottom to open up the options chain. Now, this information down here in its entirety is known as the option chain. And what this information does is that it does give us enough information in order for us to make a very informed decision before entering any options contract. Now, speaking of option contract, I want you guys to do yourself 2 favors before I go ahead and jump into these option strategies. Favor number 1. Always make sure to do your own due diligence before investing. What may work for my portfolio, quite frankly, may not work for yours. Favor number 2. Always make sure to have an exit strategy before entering any option trade. That way, if the trade do decide to go against you, then at least you know how to get out of the trade. And lastly, these videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only. So let's go ahead. So now we have Nubank open. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go to buy. We're going to go to call, and we're going to be changing our strike date. The strike date I'll be going with is going to be all the way out to January 21st, 2028, which gives me 835 days to expiration. The reason for me going all the way out there is because although this bank is very established in Brazil, it has not entered the US yet. So there's a lot of uncertainty. So by going all the way out to 835 days, I'm securing that I give myself way more than enough time to outlive all these volatility that it is going to come with. Now that we have buy and we have call and we have chosen a very strong expiration date, what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and choose our strike price. The strike price I'll be going with is going to be below the current share price. Remember, we just showed the current share price around $15.33, which is way higher than the actual share price. And remember, we also highlighted the 200-day moving average is around the 13-ish strike price. So I would be going with a $13 strike price, and that's going to cost me around $5.50. In the real world, this is going to cost me $550 because what you do, you simply multiply your 550 by 100 shares, and that should give you $550. Now, you have seen a drastic change in the price because, like I said, these videos are live. So the share price just went up again. Now, I think this is too much to pay for this contract right now. I prefer to get it at any point under $550. So I'm going to hold off on this. But let me just explain the trade to you, and we're going to go ahead and jump to the other stock. Now, in order for you to win with this option strategy, which is going to be known as the LEAPS option strategy, LEAP stands for Long-Term Equity Anticipation Securities. In order for you to win with this strategy, once you go ahead and purchase this strike price here of $13, you're going to leave this LEAPS in your portfolio and you're going to do absolutely nothing. The reason why you're going to do nothing is because the LEAPS option strategy is a bullish option strategy. So whenever you decide to do this option strategy, you are of the mindset that this stock is going to continue to go up in the extended future. Now, how do you make money with this option strategy? Well, it's quite simple. You need this share price to keep appreciating in value. Once this share price keeps going up, and you do have 835 days or almost 2.5 years in order for this share price to appreciate. Once that happens, then your entire option is going to appreciate in value as well. And that's how you're going to make money. Now, the exit strategy. Feel free to close this option strategy at any point in time when you think you have accumulated enough money or it has met your percentage gains. So, for instance, I like to lock in my gains whenever my trade is up above 50%. Anything above that, then I start considering whether I should close it or not. And also, it depends on what the market is giving me at that point in time. Now, as you can see here, the price for this is coming back down, so I'm definitely going to keep this on my radar in order to execute it. Now, our another live trade for today is going to be on another stock, the most popular stock, which is going to be the Spider ETF, and that ticker is SPY. This option strategy is going to work if you're trading with a very micro portfolio. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go to Trade SPY options to open up that options chain. Now that we have the options chain open, we're going to go ahead to sell. We're going to go ahead to put, and now we're going to choose our strike date. One of the most beautiful things about trading this ETF is that it has every single day expiration dates. So feel free to choose whatever works for you. Just for the purposes of today's video, I'm going to be going with the October 31st expiration date, and that should give me around 23 days to expiration. Now that I have sell and I have put and I have my expiration date of October 31st, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be going ahead and choose my strike price below the current share price. The strike price I'll be going with is going to be the $665 price, and that's going to give me a 71% chance of profit. For this option strategy, your chance of profitability is very important, and you're going to see that when we complete the option strategy. So let's go ahead, we're going to click into that. So this is going to be the first leg of a two-leg option strategy. This first leg is known as a cash secured put. If you are trading with a huge account, you're able to do this option strategy. And if you do decide to do this option strategy, you need to have about $6,600 in your portfolio in order to leave as collateral. Now, for those of you that are subscribers to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a perfect time for you to go ahead and do so. For those of you that subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, I don't believe you guys have a portfolio of about $150,000. Hence, I'm making this video. So if you don't have that amount of money, what you're going to do, you're going to create a slight tweak to this cash secured put in order for you to be able to afford this particular option strategy. What we're going to do, we're going to change the parameters to the top. We're going to go to buy while maintaining our put and maintain our exact same strike date. And now we're going to be choosing the strike price right below our previous sell put. And that's going to give us the 664. Let's go ahead. We're going to click into that one. And there you have it. This is the second leg of this two-leg option strategy. This option strategy is known as the put credit spread. The put credit spread is an excellent option strategy if you're trading with a micro options account. One of the reasons why it's very good for those tiny accounts is because of the barrier to entry. In order for you to go ahead and execute this option strategy, you will need to leave a collateral. Let's go ahead and hit continue. The collateral you're going to need to leave is going to be $100. Let's hit review order. And you can see it right down here. So the barrier to entry for this option strategy is only $100. Hence, it's perfect if you're trading with those small account portfolios. Now, this is another income generating option strategies, meaning whenever you go ahead and you execute this option strategy, you will be receiving money right away. For this particular instance, the amount of money you will be getting is going to be $24.92 or $25. Now, what I like to highlight is my ROI, or my return on investment. I am leaving $100 for collateral. So what percentage of money am I going to get back on that $100? Now, to get my ROI, I simply divide the amount of money I'm going to be receiving, which is going to be the $25, by the amount of money I'm going to be leaving for collateral, which is $100, and that's going to give me a 25% return. Now, a 25% return is a huge return, but the exit strategy, being that 25% is a huge return, I am not waiting until I materialize this entire 25%. What I will go ahead and do is that whenever this particular trade is up 50%, or I have locked in half of this, which is going to be $12.50, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close out this option, I'm going to lock in my investment gains, and then you could go ahead and repeat this option strategy if you so choose. And once again, it's going to depend on what the market is giving you at that particular point in time. Now, if you do want to scale up with this option strategy, or you want to hold or receive an entire $25, what you can do, you could change your option contracts up here to 2. Once you change that to 2, your estimated credit right now is now going to become $50. So now you're still going to be closing at a 50% gain, but now the amount of money you're going to be receiving is going to be $50. One last thing about it is that now your collateral is going to be $200 instead of $100. So now, if you want to make $50, then you have to do 2 contracts. Now, how do you win with this trade? Become expiration date. In order for you to win with this particular put credit spread, what you need this current share price to maintain or be above your 665 price anytime before you close in the option, or anytime on or before October 31st. So once the Spider ETF stays above 665 anytime before or at expiration of October 31st, then you're going to get to keep this premium, and you're going to have your $100 of collateral that's going to be released back to you. Now, there is another way this trade could go. Once again, come expiration date, if this share price is trading below your bottom leg of 664, then the good news is that you're going to get to keep your income. That income is always going to be yours to keep no matter how the trade goes. However, you're going to lose your collateral of $100. So it's a perfect option strategy for you to use if you're trading with a small account. One of the good things about using this particular option strategy with the Spider ETF is that the Spider ETF has so much volume that it's easy for you to get in and out of these trades. Now, you probably don't know what I'm talking about right now, but if you do try to do the put credit spread on another stock, you're going to see how hard it is for you to get into the trade. And most importantly, it's going to be rather difficult to get out of the trade. So let's go ahead. We're going to execute this one so I can lock in that 25% gain. Let's hit done. And it's pending, so that should be filled. So there you have it, investors and future investors. That is my live trade for today. The one that was executed is going to be the Spider ETF, and that's a put credit spread, which works perfectly if you're trading with a small account. The one that I'm going to have pending is going to be my Leaps option on NU or New Bank. Whenever the price I'm going to pay for my Leaps option is going to be 5.5 or below, then I'm going to look to go ahead and purchase that Leaps option. I may even purchase 2 of them because I really believe in this stock right now. So for those who have made it to the end of the video, you guys are the real investors and future investors. If you haven't already, now will be your next best opportunity in order for you to go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that notification bell to get an alert when I post a video. But here's the most important thing. I do produce all this free content in order for me to help people start making income from options trading. So if you know anyone out there that's struggling to grow a small account portfolio, then the right thing to do is to go ahead and share this video with them. Together, let's help as many as we can. Now, if you guys want to take your options trading to the next level, and you need any help with options trading, I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you could go ahead and sign up for one-on-one consultation, one-on-one coaching. Now, until the next video, keep pushing your investments.